FD3 MUSIC CLUB. Ha! What up, Music Club? Grand Rising, peace and blessings. How you doing today? Having a good day? How's your weather? My weather has been weird today. Started off last night, it was raining. It was raining last night when I went to sleep. So, it wasn't a big surprise when I woke up, it was still raining. I said, okay, cool. Went back to sleep. Woke up later, it still was raining. So I said, okay, Father, you want me to stay in today, huh? I said, but I got this appointment I gotta make. So stopped raining. Went out, made my appointment. I even had breakfast, brunch. Well, I guess it was breakfast. It was lunch for breakfast that went into lunch. Whatever, I ate. Had me some fish and tater tots and donuts and coffee. Yeah, great way to start the day. Made my appointment though. Didn't get drenched in the rain, drizzled a little bit. Got my transportation in order. And I was reminded of a conversation I heard where a sister made a statement that was so dope. Spirit had it rattling around in my head. So, hey, you know what? I'm going to share that. The analogy was, the basis of the premise here was believers having differences because of their preferences, right? And she used the example of vegans and meat eaters, right? So I said, okay, cool, that's great. So now we're going to build on that, right? Because it's wonderful. I love it. Because people have become so entrenched with having a problem with what other people do that they let it become their problem and that disturbs their peace, So when you build your peace from the inside and, you let your peace be your foundation throughout your day and that's what you concentrate on, then nothing can break your peace except what you let in. You dig what I'm saying? Because your shield coming from the inside. Your peace came from the inside to cover you. It's not to cover everybody else. It covers you. And because you erected it from inside you, that's what you feed. The only thing that can get through your shield is something that you let in. So, sticking to the premise of the basis of the premise here, using the example of Yahweh giving man the permission to eat meat, right? He even made it more exclusive. He said, hey, there are some animals that you eat that you can use for meat, and I call that food for you. And then there are other animals that are not meat, they are not food for you, right? So he gave believers the choice to eat meat. If a believer, though, chooses to deny themselves meat for whatever reason, that's okay too. There's no sin in that. But it becomes a problem when believers stand in front of each other and be like, I don't like you because you choose to live within the bounds of heavenly grace differently than what I choose. Now, it'd be something different if, a couple believers say, hey man, we get to rapping, we still sharp and still, we don't come at each other like animals and vultures because we all just trying to line up. This is how you build your community, to line up with the word and show compassion to each other and build and grow, right, and elevate. Now, one of the believers is eating something off the list that Yahweh specifically said is not food. And the other believers like, hey, brother, that's the problem, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we living in scripturally, we're getting beyond that. We trying to live and let our seeds live and clean ourselves. Whatever it is that your spill is, but it's scripturally sound. That's something different. And the word tells you how to deal with that stuff too. But we ain't getting all intricate and stuff like that. All I'm saying is, be more compassionate with each other within the bounds of Yahweh's laws. You dig what I'm saying? And you can apply that to anything in your life. You dig? If you don't have to have a problem, why have a problem? I'm just saying. That's all. I'm going back to continue to enjoy my day because I'm chilling in my zone. And yeah, we love you at the FD3 MUSIC CLUB. Hope you enjoy your day. Today is your day. You know that? Yahweh made this day just for you. Put the sun up in the sky. And where I'm at, it's kind of cloudy. Can't see the sun, but I see the sun anyway. Anyway, I don't know if you know about that. I love my baby. We love you at the FD3 MUSIC CLUB. Did I tell you that already? Yahweh loves you most. You know that? All right. Who you love the most? FD3 MUSIC CLUB.